name's John Ardern. I'm now 71 and I've got loads of children, in fact 4 daughters, loads of grandchildren and now great-grandchildren. I'm a market researcher by profession. After a few years' experience I decided to set up my own market research business. I was 35 years old. John Lennon had just been murdered. John had changed the world by the time he was 40, so I thought, well, why not? Let's change my world by the time I was 40, and I certainly did. And the business lasted 20 years and became really successful, lots of employees, lots of satisfied clients. Look, actually I think I've always been bipolar, and I never called it bipolar when I was developing and making the business a success. I called it dialectic, which is basically the same thing, seeing things from different angles, both sides at the same time, and I found that very useful in the research team. But what happened to me is that something very sudden happened. After 20 years we decided to celebrate and go on a 3-month trip to America, and suddenly my mother decided to die. Very, very suddenly, and leaving my dad on his own. Dad insisted that we still went on a 3-month holiday. When I got back, Dad was really bad, really poorly, not looking after himself at all. And that dialectic within me swung completely the other way, and I became severely depressed about everything: the business, home, family, money, and that happened very rapidly. Right, so when I descended into this deep depression, the first thing I did was go to the GP. I was very lucky. The GP practice had a psychoanalyst on the books, and I was referred to her. And what she helped me with, in addition to showing me all the other things on how you cope with mental health, like exercise, good diet, etc. All of which, of course, I hadn't been doing. When you're successful, you just carry on. So I incorporated those into my life. But the most important thing she showed me is that, you're only here once. You've only got one life, and you must make the best of it. And therefore, concentrate on your strengths. And therefore, with the help of her psychoanalyst, a lot of reading, some really interesting articles that I read and know about, and my mentor. I found a mentor who helped me with my psychographic analysis of my strengths and my weaknesses. And so slowly I pulled out of the severe depression. And in modern parlance, I went from being bipolar disorder to actually being positive bipolar. What bipolar is it's 2 sides of the brain working together, mostly, when it's in balance. But when it's out of balance, it becomes a disorder, and the brain goes funny, and you start thinking things, bad things, good things, but it goes out of kilter. So what you must do through working on it, through psychotherapy and changing lifestyle, you can concentrate on the positive sides, understanding that if you don't do that, you'll go back into the negatives. I've got 7 ways to cope with mental health issues. I'm writing a book called You Can't Be Everybody's Friend at the moment, and it's all about the number 7, very powerful number 7. I'm not going to tell you all 7. If you want more, then you can contact me or contact Lisa. Number 1 thing is that you mustn't hide away. You must tell your partner. You must tell your friends. There's many other friends, particularly in my view of friendship. Friends are very like you. So they're likely to have the same issues. Talk them through. Don't hide it away. Make sure you go to the GP and get all the help you can from the medical profession. Change your lifestyle. Find out fitter, swimming, I go out and I hug a tree. I love nature, and that really helps me to cope.
Okay. Finally, I've asked everybody whose portrait I'm taking to include something in the picture that is of major significance to them and their story. Can you tell me what you've chosen and why?
Okay. Can you already see that on the screen?
It's small. We'll take a close-up of it and include it.
Okay. Right, I brought this along. It's small. It's a little badge. And rather than it saying, I am mentally ill, or I am bipolar, it says, I am a scurvy elephant. What's a scurvy elephant, you're probably asking? Well, it actually comes from a story from Wayne Dwyer, whose Indian teacher, back in India when he was young, called him a scurvy elephant. And what they meant was that he was a disruptive element. Being bipolar, or dialectic as I called it, before I knew I had it, has helped me enormously. And to be that disruptive influence, under control, of course, not out of control, but to be a scurvy elephant is a real positive for me.
Thank you very much.